Well, it's Friday morning and we only have a handful. We have two that are right next to each other, and then we have another two that are next to each other, so that's 4. Then we have a single one that's pretty big, that's 5. And we have one right here on my street because the other one on my street doesn't want cut today, so that's 6. We have 6 to do. Only going to take a couple hours, not very long at all. But I got to go pick up Billy first, and then we'll get on this. Because then we got to be done early because we have haircuts to get done today, and then we're going camping.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
So I gotta tell you guys about this dream I had last night. It was really weird. I had this dream that I was mowing with Mark and Vicky from Mark's Misfit World, and we were doing fall cleanups, and Mark's bagging system on his one mower kept clogging up. The tube kept clogging up, and finally I walked over to him and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, just pull that thing off, because there was a ton of leaves. They were really thick leaves on a big property of his, and they were really wet. And I pulled the tube off and I'm like, just mow over all this crap and mulch it up smaller, and then we'll throw the tube back on it, and then bag it up. That way there'll be smaller pieces to bag up, less chance it's gonna clog, and we'll go that way. So he's like, oh, okay, cool. And so he does that and he mulches everything up, and Vicky and I are using backpack blowers, blowing everything out away from the house and the fence line. And then once he gets done mulching everything up, he throws the tube on and bags it all up, no problem. And he bags up far less than he normally does on that property. And he didn't clog one time. And then Vicky leans over to me and she says, I tell him that all the time, but he never listens to me. And it was just really funny. It was the weirdest dream. I don't even know why I had a dream. I mean, I watched a couple of their videos yesterday, but when I fell asleep on the couch watching YouTube videos, I was actually watching one of Spencer's videos. So it wasn't even like it was the last video that I'd watched, and that's why I was having a dream about it. But it was just really weird, and it was so funny that she would say that, because that's exactly what my wife would probably say to somebody. I tell Randy that all the time and he never listens to me. She's like, but then he goes out and listens to you, and it worked. And I said, I can't remember what I said in the video. I said something like, that happens, or something like that, but I don't really remember much more of the dream. Maybe that's where it ended, but it was just really funny that that had happened. Been done by Billy today, except for the first lawn we went to. The Tiger Eye readout on the Tiger Cat started flashing this circle with an exclamation point in it. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. And I looked it up, and apparently it's kind of vague. It's something to do with the engine. And so I shut it off and I checked the oil on it, and it's like a quart low on oil. Why that engine is a quart low on oil, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is we've been mowing a lot of dusty conditions, and the air filter might have had a lot of dust in it, which if the air filter's getting clogged up, that'll make the mower burn oil. But I pulled it out and I tried to blow the air filter out, and really nothing came out of it. So that's not the case, but definitely something I have to keep an eye on. It's about 2.5 hours away from due for its oil change, so I don't know what the deal is with that. We have like 98.1 hours on it, so we almost have 100 hours on that. We've only had it a couple months, so I don't know. I'll change the oil in it this weekend when we get back from camp, and I will see. But I definitely did not want to run that mower with it low on oil like that. So I've been doing all the trimming and edging, and Billy's been doing all the mowing, but now we're headed back to the last one we got to do is right on my street. So I'll put some oil in it. I always carry spare oil inside the trailer. Why there's no oil in there right now is beyond me. I don't remember using any and then not putting more in there, but it kind of, yeah, that's a big shed they're pulling down the road. But it kind of blows my mind that I don't have any oil in there. It really blows my mind that that thing is burning oil, because I looked and there's absolutely no leaks. It's not leaking oil anywhere. So definitely something to keep an eye on. I hope that engine isn't crapping out already. That would really set me off.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. We'll see you in the next one.